Hello everyone, Lawrence here from Unicorn Reviews with the Aputure Amaran M9. I bought 4 of these, so I have one over there, and then one way behind me over there as like a halo light behind me. I bought all of these myself because I got them dirt cheap for only like $35, and I figured, hey, let's just buy 4 of them instead of just 2 in a local store. So here we go. Why did I, guy who always films in a studio, buy portable tiny video lights? It's actually pretty simple. I do like to get outside, and I think these are great for nighttime photography as well. Along with, if I go to events, the lights at an event is always horrible, so I can use these at CeBIT, for example, if I end up going. That's where these are going to shine. Also, they're small enough so I can put them in a computer case when I'm shooting a review. I can put them in the fridge for like a fridge scene, in a box when I open an unboxing, that sort of stuff. It can probably just help me do a bit more creative stuff, so that's why I got these. So I really like how these come in like a tiny little pouch. At the back you have a carabiner to hook it up to backpacks and stuff, but there's also a little loop through here so you can put your belt through and hook like an entire belt full of these little pouches. There are 2 compartments in here, so let's start with the rearmost compartment. In there you find an included USB cable so you can charge over USB, and then there's also a mount in here which is a bit more difficult to get out. But it comes with this clamp style mount, and then there's an adapter so you can also mount it on a male or a female 1/4 inch and even a cold shoe, so you can mount this on top of your camera or your camera cage or on like a light stand like what I'm doing over there. So really awesome stuff. Then in the main compartment you find the light itself. So this is the light. Look at how tiny this is, hand for comparison. So these M9s, they're super tiny, which makes it really handy to take with you. There's just text on the back of this thing, and then you have a status indicator LED over here, along with a power slider, so you can turn this one on or off using the power slider. And then there are a minus and a plus brightness button. So there are 10 settings, so 10% to 100% to play around with brightness levels. And then of course your charging port. Now over here you can see a blue LED when it's charged, and it will go red when you're actually charging it. When this light dies, this light will also die. So yeah, you can't really see your battery level, which is a bit annoying sometimes, but it's okay. Now at peak brightness, I'm getting about 1.5 hours of constant use out of these, and it takes about 1 hour and 45 minutes to charge one. So that's not all that great. It means that you're better off just buying multiple lights to always have some fully charged. However, what you could of course also do is just power them over USB while you're using them. You can run the lights while they're charging. Now let's turn this one off real quick so that I don't blind myself or you guys. On here there's a tiny little diffuser. This diffuser has magnets on it, so it just snaps in place like so. And then if you take it off, you can see that there are 9 LEDs in here in 3 rows of 3. This means that even from a single light source you can get multiple shadows, so be careful if you're using this, because even with the diffuser you can get multiple shadows. These are 5500 Kelvin and they're super wide beams, so at just like 10 centimeters away from a wall they'll light up a ½ meter, so it's just like a full 180-degree beam. So this makes them great as a fill light or to light up a room, but you have to be careful with them. So if I put my hand really close to my light here, at 30 centimeters I'm getting 900 lux of light, but at 1 meter it's only 80 lux. So the light drops off really quickly, which is why the background is really dark and my face is what I think is slightly overexposed, but maybe I'll change it in post. In the bag you also have 3 filters. So you have a diffuser, you have a cold filter and a warm filter. The way these work is simple but also complicated. Let me explain. So what you do is you put this over the light, but of course this can't stay on there. So you have to grab this magnetic diffuser, and then that will snap this thing in place. Now if you're going to just handheld it or just put it on something, that's all fine. But if you're going to use this thing, it's a clamp style adapter, and at this point you really have to make sure that the filter is in there correctly, because otherwise it'll interfere with the clamp. What's also annoying, and actually quite annoying, when you want to swap the color filter, you have to undo the clamp, because you can pull it out but you can't put a new one back in because it's clamped in place. And also the way it clamps is it uses 2 slots, so there is some horizontal adjustments, but there are no slots to mount it vertically. So if you're mounting this one on top of a camera cage, for example, you might want to put it vertically to put up two on there. You're not really going to be able to do that without getting a little 90-degree adapter for this guy. Now back to the light quality itself. I personally don't have like a spectrum meter, so we're just going to take Aputure's word for it, but it should do better than 95 CRI, which is actually better than the soft boxes that I'm used to using, because those are horrible TL bulbs. But I really like the light color. If you, my face, for example, it's not the best looking face, but you know, you can see the skin tones work rather well. The contrast between the blue shirt, a very light blue shirt, and my way too big red lips, there's just nice color in there. I really like the way the light lights stuff up. It's just, nice full spectrum light in there. So then for a conclusion on the Aputure M9s, I personally really like them. I think they're great value. Especially when you buy them on a website like Deal Extreme, where I got them for $35 each, or 60 euros if you just buy them here in Belgium in like camera stores. They're really good value. The battery life is good, but charging times are a bit too long. However, just buy more of these and you'll be fine, or you can hook them up to a power bank and just run them that way. Should work perfectly fine. Things I like are the included filters. However, they are a bit, cheap and flimsy, and installing them and swapping them out while the light is mounted can be a little bit tricky, but to be honest, it's not that big of an issue. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. Hit the subscribe button for when I make a video that you do like, and if you want more frequent updates, there's Twitter for all my complaining and Instagram for posting rather decent looking pictures. For now though, massive thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.